Hey, what's going on everybody? East Tactics here, and this video is to show you guys basically a modification that you can implement whenever you're incorporating these high power fans. As you can see, I've got a little glue gun here, and I'm doing the modification that I wanted to teach you guys about so that you can, if you do the DIY high power fan setup yourself, you know, obviously if you win it, that's great and all, but a lot of you guys are going to want to possibly incorporate taking advantage of these high power fans on your vehicle to mitigate heat, so you can maybe run a few teeth higher with your pinion or your spur gear or whatever, and be able to run your vehicle at temperatures that are not going to destroy your motor and are not going to destroy your ESC. All right, check this out. One of them recently broke on me, and so I decided to investigate really closely to see where exactly it's breaking. What's interesting is these little fins are holding strong. I mean, these are super tanky. But what's crazy is the fan itself is actually breaking down here. You can kind of see this ring right here is attributed to this. So you can see the plastic here. This plastic around. So essentially the weak point of these fans is this piece now. And what I was noticing though is that these four chambers, 1, 2, 3, 4, that are supporting the sidewalls of this plastic piece they're just empty space. This area here, 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 and here could have actually lent support or strength to this ring. The fan goes down in like so. So all these little capacitors and everything are inside these little spaces. This piece stays stationary while the fan spins on top. You can see the circuit board, and then I can spin the fan. You see nothing's moving, right? So I'm thinking to myself, maybe there's a way to put some strength in here. So I decided to take a very small drill bit from this little Dremel kit, and it is a 1/8 drill bit. And I delicately drilled holes. And the gap is big enough to where you can confidently kind of drill the hole without fearing that you're gonna pass through. I mean, if you're pressing really hard, you're gonna go straight through it and you're gonna jam the circuit board and you're gonna ruin it. But if you're delicate, you can put holes. Why would I wanna put holes there? Let me tell you. All right, check it out. Glue gun. Ready for this? Wow. Okay, let's let that dry. All right, so check it out. I did find that, so this fan I actually broke because it is possible to accidentally go too deep and hit the motherboard. Now, particularly on this hole right here. So you'll notice that it's like almost directly across from the wires. So if you are looking at the wires and you count 1, 2, I would avoid this one. Don't put a hole in this one. You can put a hole in the rest of them. So you got 1, 2, avoid. Now, what this has done is it's added the support of the hot glue all the way around that weak point in here to lend, you know, an additional level of strength. So there you go. If you pick up these fans, use that drill bit. Now, one of the nice things about my hot glue gun, which I'll put a link in the description to this hot glue gun, you can plug it into the wall, and then you can unplug it, and then it stays warm and you could use it free. So that's one of the nice perks about this glue gun. But it also, one of the things I like about this glue gun is the nose of it is it's got like a decently small nose that I did find actually sort of does fit inside of these holes. So basically you pop it in like this and then you squeeze, and then you can see likewise. And that, my friends, is going to add another level of support inside there to prevent that fan from breaking. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and outfit all of these fans with this additional strength so that the people that win the Modbox compilations will have these upgraded variants. But if you guys pick up these fans on your own to do the project, I recommend following the instructions on this video, that it's going to add strength. I upgraded the length of the screws, and you'll notice that I have a washer and a thicker piece of sorbothane. And then here I also have a plastic washer on both sides. This is going to make it to where you can screw these things, you can screw this thing down, and you're not going to bind up the sorbothane. You're going to be able to take advantage of the full thickness without any kind of defects or, you know, damage to the sorbothane, because I'm able to actually put some washers in there. And the only reason why I'm able to put washers in is because I increased the length of this screw that goes from here to here from 40 millimeters to 45 millimeters. So now I've got thicker, and if you look here, you can see the squeeze happening. So it's really important that you free up the space from here to here inside to where there's no binding on all four of these, and that and then also in the very center right here, you see double layers of this sorbothane, 2 stacks of it. The other thing that I think is important is that the way I set up this fan is that it's able to stand up straight, 100% vertical, okay? So one of the things that you find is sometimes you're forced to cant this thing out to one angle. When that vehicle comes down and you have shock mitigation in place, you're not getting the full effect of the shock mitigation if your fan is canted, you know, 45 degrees to the right. So you'll notice that on all of the rigs that I'm setting up for the winners of the jump competition, this corner is completely cut out to make it to where you can slide this thing up 100% straight up and down. All right, guys, thanks for watching this late night East Tactics mod idea. If you do implement this fan project, you can, if you want, attempt this additional boost in strength to prevent these fans from breaking at that weak point. East Tactics, out. All right, guys, East Tactics, out.